Hello everyone. Welcome back to another lecture of reasoning ability and problem solving. In today's lecture, we will discuss some example questions from puzzles. So let us start with example number 1. Example number 1, this is a question of blood relation. This is a question of blood relation puzzle. Now, in also blood relation, if we have a separate chapter on blood relation, and in which we discuss that there are three types of problems that can be formed from blood relation. This is basically coded blood relations. So, coded blood relations means that two concepts are being used, coding and decoding plus blood relations. Coding and decoding, this we have already discussed in length, plus blood relations. So these type of questions are also very common in your examinations where you can get a mixture of different concepts as well. So let us come to this question. In this question it is written that hashtag B. Hashtag B means A is the sister of B. A@B means A is the son of B. A and B means A is the father of B. A%B means A is the mother of B. Correct? Then this expression is given to us. This is a expression. We will solve this expression to get a family chart and then we will answer this question. Okay? So in blood relations, I told you to remember three things. First is do not assume the gender. Do not assume the gender. Correct? Second thing was use different symbols. Use different symbols to denote siblings, spouse. These are different relationships, correct? Male and female. And female. So we always use different symbols to avoid confusion. Third, I told you always draw a family chart. Always draw a family diagram, you can say, family tree, you can say, or a family chart to solve questions because it makes the work easier. Correct? Now, what do you mean by different symbols? So, whenever I represent, let's say, M is male and P is female, correct? So, I represent it like this. I write a small m and I write a small f. Some people represent it like this, that they will use a square for male and a triangle for female. Some people do like this. You have to make your own notations also. So either you can use mine or you can make your own notations also that you will remember. Similarly, when I have to represent a sibling relationship, let's say M is the sister of R, correct? I use this bond. This bond represents sibling when I solve the question and within the same generation. And if I have to represent that MR is spouse, I will use a simple line. This represents a spouse relationship in the same generation. Okay, so these are the denotions that I use. You can make up your own also and solve questions. Okay, now let us come to the question. So basically we have a expression that is coded. So this is a blood relation expression that has been coded using these symbols. So we will decode them and make a diagram first. So W at Q means W is the son of Q. We are using this one. W is the son of Q. So W is the son of Q. So W will be male. Q's gender is unknown. We cannot assume. W will be male. Then moving forward, Q%T means Q is the mother of T. So if Q is the mother of T, W will have a sibling T, correct? And Q is the mother, so Q will be female. And T's gender we don't know. Because it is given to us that Q is the mother of T, T's gender we don't know yet. Moving forward, T and Y. T and Y means T is the father of Y. Using this one, T is the father of Y. So if T is the father of Y, T will have a child Y and T is father, so T will be male. But gender of the child is unknown. Correct? Moving forward, Y at M. That means Y is the son of M. So if Y is the son of T and Y is the son of M also, that means T and M are married together. Correct? T and M are the parents of Y. And if T is male, that means M is female. Correct? T is male, M is female. They will be parents of Y. Moving forward, m@k, it is given to us that m is the mother of k. So m is the mother of k means that y will have a sibling k, but the gender of y and k are unknown. Okay, so we will not represent y and k with the gender, but everyone else has a gender. Okay, in the question we have to answer how is q related to k. How is q related to k? So I can see this is the first generation, this is the second generation, and this is the third generation. So q is basically, if you look at it, q is the k's father's father, correct? Sorry, father's mother. Q is K's father's mother because K's father is T, correct? K's father is T and Q is the mother of T. Q is the mother of T. So Q is basically K's father's mother. So my answer will be option number 2, father's mothers. Okay, clear? Moving on to question number 2 or example number 2. Example number 2 says that there are 5 people that are sitting in a straight row. So this is a question of seating arrangement. Now in seating arrangement, we have already discussed this in length in another chapter. How many types of questions are there? First is your linear seating arrangement. This is a question of linear seating arrangement. That means everybody is sitting in a row. Second type is your circular seating arrangement where everybody sits in a circle. Third type is your polygon. Polygon, there are two very common shapes. I have told you this, sphere and rectangle, correct? And what is the fourth type? The fourth type is parallel rows. So this particular question belongs to linear seating arrangement. Okay, now let us come to the question. There are 5 people, L, M, N, R, and S, that are sitting in a straight row facing north, but not necessarily in the same order. So if they are facing north, they are facing this side. That means this will be their right side and this will be the left side, correct? And there are 5 people, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 positions we have. Okay, now it is given to us that only M sits between L and S. So we will have two possibilities. Either we can have L, M, S because M is sitting between L and S, or we can have S, M, L because we don't know whether S is to the right of M or L is to the right of M. That is not given to us. Moving on to the next statement. N sits to the immediate right of S. So immediate right, this will be your left hand and this will be your right hand, correct? N sits to the immediate right. That means N will sit over here. In this particular possibility, the second possibility, there is no space between S and M, correct? Because they only M sits between S and L. So I cannot place N in this position, correct? So this is not the correct possibility. I will stick with this one. Okay. Now it is given to us R sits to the immediate left of L. So if R sits to the immediate left of L, it will come here. So my final arrangement will be R, L, M, S and then N. This will be my final arrangement. Okay. Now what does the question ask? Question asks who sit at the second position from the left hand. So left hand is this. Second position will be 1, 2, L. So L will sit at the second position from the left hand. My answer will be option number 1, L. Clear? Now let us look at question number 3. So question number 3 is a question in which it is written to us P, Q, R, S, T, U and B are standing in a queue. Q means a line or a column. Okay? There are how many people? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 people are standing in a line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I am saying this is my front end of the row and this is my back end of the row. Okay. So, information 1, T is just behind P. So T is just behind P. We will hold this information. Okay. Information 2, V is just in front of Q. V is just in front of Q and Q is not the last person. So Q cannot come at the 7th position. We will hold this information as well. Third information says S is between P and R. So over here we will have two possibilities. It could be either PSR or it could be SRP. Sorry, S. It could be RSP. Correct? We can have two possibilities. Fourth information says there is one person between T and Q. So one person between T and Q. Just look at this image. Okay, if I combine these, we can have V, Q, P, T, one person between T and Q, or we can have P, T, V, Q, one person between T and Q. So these are the two possibilities. Now I know that before P, okay, if I look over here, before P we have R and S, correct? Before P we have R and S, these three will come together, correct? And then we can have T, V and Q, okay? This is one possibility. But we know that Q is not the last. Q is not the last. That means the latest or the last place where we can place Q is over here. So if I fill it like this, R, S, P, T, V, Q and U. If I place it like this, can I have an arrangement? Yes. So this will be my final arrangement. So basically, we could not make up arrangement simply by going from the information. First, we wrote it down and then using trial and error, we came to the final arrangement. So the question asks who is the last person in the queue. So the last person is in the queue is definitely U. It is the last person. So my answer will be option number 3, U. Clear? Coming to example 4. Example 4 says that there are 5 objects are of different weights. So this is a comparison based puzzle. Correct? This is a comparison based puzzles. So in comparison based puzzle, I told you that you will have certain attributes based on which you will be comparing different elements. It could be objects, it could be persons. So based on their pricing or their income, their height, their weight, their scores, there can be any attribute based on which you will compare different elements. So there are 5 objects that are given to us and each of them have a different weight. The weight of B is double the weight of E. So if I say weight of E is X, I can say weight of B will be 2x because it is double the weight of E, correct? The weight of C is 3 times the weight of A. Let us hold this information because we are talking in terms of X, correct? Now, it is given to us D's weight is 4 times the weight of C. Let us hold this information. Now coming to this, the weight of B is half the weight of D. So if weight of B is half the weight of D, D will be 4x. That is how B's weight will be half of it, correct? Now let us come to this information. It says D's weight is 4 times the weight of C. So if D is 4x, C will be x. D's weight is 4 times the weight of C. So C will be x, correct? Now, it is given to us the weight of C is 3 times the weight of A. So if C's weight is this, A's weight will be x by 3. 3 times the weight of A. Because C's weight is 3 times the weight of A. So if I multiply x by 3 into 3, I will get x, correct? So A's weight will be x by 3. If you want to simplify this, you can take this to be x, then this will be 3x, this will be 3x, this is double, so this will be 6x, and this is basically double, so this will be 12x. Either way, you can represent the data, okay, whichever is easier for you. Now, so this will be the weight, correct? This order, C and E are equal and E is greater than A, correct? This is the higher side and this is the lower side. We have to answer which object is the heaviest among all. So heaviest is definitely D. So my answer will be option number 3, D. Clear? Option number 3, D. Example number 5, again a question of coded blood relations. Coded blood relations. Okay, 2 concepts, coding and decoding and blood relations merged together. A plus B means A is the father of B. A minus B means A is the mother of B. A percentage B means A is the brother of B. And A and B means A is the son of B. So these are our codes. Based on these codes, we will simplify this expression into a family chart. And then based on that family chart, we will answer the question. Now, A plus B means A is the father of B. So A is the father of B. So A will be male. B's gender is unknown. A is the father of B. B and C means B is the son of C, correct? B and C means B is the son of C. So if B is the son of A, then C will be the spouse of A. And if A is male, C will be female. So C will basically be the father of B because B is the son of C. Okay. Moving forward, C minus D. C minus D means C is the mother of D. So if C is the mother of D, D will be the sibling of B. Correct? Gender is unknown. D will be the sibling of B. Moving forward, D plus E. D plus E means D is the father of E. So D is the father of E. D has a child, so D is male. Okay, so now the gender of B and E are unknown. We have to find out how is A related to E. So here I can clearly say that E, or I can say A is E's father's father. Correct? Because he is the grandfather of E, correct? This is the third generation. So, one generation, two generation, three generation. A comes in the third generation. Therefore, A is the grandfather of E. And grandfather means father's father. So, my answer will be option number 4, father's father. Clear? Moving on to example number 6. Example number 6 says a certain number of persons sit in a linear row. So this is a linear row based seating arrangement question, but total number of people is not known to us. Okay, so let us solve this question. A certain number of persons sit in a linear row. All of them faces in the north direction. So this is the direction they will be facing. This will be the right side and this will be the left side. Correct? Now, P sits third to the right of S. So this is my right side, this is my left side. P sits third to the right of S. So if S is over here, 1, 2, 3, P will sit over here, correct? P sits third to the right of S. So if S is over here, P will sit over here. Okay. Now it is given to us only 3 persons sit between P and Q. Now I can get 2 possibilities. The first possibility is 1, 2, 3. I have Q over here, correct? Second possibility is I have 1, 2, 3 person and Q over here. Correct? It is given to us U sits third to the left of Q. So third to the left means 1, 2, U can be here or 1, 2, U can be here. Correct? We are taking 2 possibilities. U sits third to the left of Q. U sits fifth from the left end of the row. So fifth from the left hand means 1, 2, 3, 4 and then U. Or 1, 2, 3, 4 and then U. Correct? 1, 2, 3, 4 and then U. So, in this case, in the second case, S is basically at the left end of the row. And in this case, this particular person, this unknown person will be at the left end of the row. Okay? Now, R sits third to the right, third to the left of U. So, R sits third to the left of U. So, 1, 2, 3, R will sit over here. Correct? In this case, 1, 2, 3, R will sit over here, third to the left of U. Only 3 persons sit between W and T, who is an immediate neighbor of R. So, T is an immediate neighbor of R. Over here, I will get T over here, immediate neighbor of R. And between T and W, we have 3 people. So, 1, 2, 3, I will get W over here. Correct? Now, if I place T to be a neighbor of R, 1, 2, 3, I cannot get W over here because we already have U. So let me try place T over here. Now between T and W there are 3 people. So 1, 2, 3. Here I can get W. Correct? Now only 6 persons sits to the right of W. So only 6 persons sits to the right of W means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and one more person will sit to the right of W. This will be the right end. Correct? This will be the right end. Similarly, over here, 6 people sit to the right of W. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people will sit to the right of W. This will be the right end. Correct? This will be the right end. Now, it is given to us M sits immediate left of O. So, 2 positions that are empty is only over here. So, M sits to the immediate left of O. In over here, I can place M and O anywhere. Now it is given to us that 3 people sit between M and H. So M and H, 3 people, 1, 2, 3, H will be over here. Correct? H will be over here. and O does not sit to the left of P. So O does not sit to the left of P. That means this particular possibility is incorrect, because in this possibility O is sitting to the left of P. So this is incorrect. We will continue with the second possibility. Correct? So let me draw the second possibility in a clearer manner. So second possibility is S, R, T, P, U, then one person, then W, then Q, and then we have 5 persons. Okay? Correct? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 we have. This is the left hand. This is the right hand. Okay? In total, we have 13 people in this row. In total, we have 13 people in this row. Now, let us come back from O, this information. M sits immediate left of O. So, MO can sit like this also. MO can sit like this also. And there can be many possibilities, correct? Only 3 persons sits between M and H. So, 1, 2, 3, H will be over here. Or 1, 2, 3, H will be over here. Correct? So, 2 possibilities I am taking. Now, O does not sit to the left of P. This is already considered. H does not sit at any extreme end of the row. That means H will not come here. It does not sit at the extreme end. So, MO can come over here. H can come over here. And we can have multiple possibilities also. So, MO can come over here and 3 persons. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this will be the possibility. Now we have to basically find out how many persons sit in the row. How many persons sit in the row? That we have already calculated, that 13 people total sit in the row. So if I look at the options, my answer will be option number 2, 13, because 13 people sit in the row. Okay? This will be the arrangement. We have already discussed this. Based on this arrangement, we have one more question. Based on this arrangement, the question says, how many persons sits to the left of S? How many persons sit to the left of S? So if I come to the diagram, S is over here, S is at the left end, and this is the right end. So how many people sit to the left of S? None. Nobody sits to the left of S. So if I look at the options, I have option number 5, none. This will be my answer. Okay? Option number 5, none. Because nobody sits to the left of S. Okay? So this concludes today's lecture. Thank you.